It is hard to find two people alike out of the world's 7.5 billion people. And even if you find two exactly the same, it will be hard for them to agree on anything. After all, depending on which side you are on, what you see may be totally different from people on the other side. Similar to a pyramid is seemingly not triangular in shape when you look at the base. That is why it is so difficult for people to accept one person's interpretation of a crop circle. Many of us are amazed about the hidden geometrical formulas, but how many mathematicians can tell you what they mean? Since I don't have the resources to visit every crop circle and measure their sizes, I can't apply secret geometry even if I knew. So I always go with my basic instinct. Like I said, sometimes my wild guesses do hit some wild geese. Even in the cases when I was off, I was able to share the crop circle information with my viewers, and hopefully someone better than me can bring the real decoding to the surface. A new crop circle appeared on May 25, 2017 in Alton Barnes, Wiltshire, England. But before sharing with you what I think it means, I want to bring back the May 18, 2017 Hoven, Netherlands crop circle. I was watching today's interesting news about President Trump's NATO visit when I suddenly realized that the 7 dots can mean the G7. And since 7 dots has appeared again and again in 2017, maybe there's an important message we need to be aware of. A new crop circle appeared on May 25, 2017 in Alton Barnes, Wiltshire, England. But before sharing with you what I think it means, I want to bring back the May 18, 2017 Hoven, Netherlands crop circle. I was watching today's interesting news about President Trump's NATO visit when I suddenly realized that the 7 dots can mean the G7. And since 7 dots has appeared again and again in 2017, maybe there's an important message we need to be aware of. The first 7 dots crop circle is the one which appeared in Willoughby Hedge, Wiltshire, England on May 4. We previously identified the center line as a possible warning on dates, the day when the Sun, Earth, and Moon aligned, which can be the partial lunar eclipse on August 6, or the total solar eclipse on August 21, 2017. But we are a bit lost on the 7 dots. The period between August 6 to August 21 is a lunar leap month of June. But people born in a leap month after the 15th are considered to have been born in the following month. So that can be a warning for the period between the 2 eclipses. However, 7 dots? Could this be a warning about G7 countries? What countries are in the G7 group? Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. So what about the G7? I'm not sure. I know since the crop circle's appearance, the United Kingdom was under terror attack. But it can't be about attacks on all G7 countries, as we have never heard about attacks in Japan nor Canada. But can this point to an economic collapse, since the G7 represents the major economies of the world? Now, let's look at the May 18, 2017 Hoven crop circle. I think we have done a pretty good job trying to decode that crop circle, but this crop circle may point to more than one incident. So what if the 7 dots are the G7 countries? And what is the big dot on the other side? Although we usually call it G7, it actually consists of 8 countries. Could the 7 dots mean the 7 countries, while the big, lonely dot represents the United States? What do you think? The big dot on the other side may mean Russia or China, or the 7 dots may have nothing to do with G7. But look at the small dot at the 12 o'clock position. This can mean a leader or a country in the G7 will be under attack. Will there be an assassination attempt? Or is this about the terror attack in the UK that already happened? Now, let's look at the newest crop circle which appeared on May 25. There are 7 dots on the top of a cross. There are 4 double-layered circles on all 4 ends. And there's also a circle in the center. To me, the center is a NATO symbol. The 4 targets on 4 sides and the target in the center means there will be attacks on NATO countries 4 or 5. The top 7 dots can mean in the month of July, or it can mean the G7, the countries that are most likely to be the targets of attacks, or it could be countries both in NATO and in the G7. Now, have you noticed the old G7 symbol? I feel bad every time when I decode crop circles in a negative way. I am sad if I am right, and I will be laughed at if I am wrong, but I still will continue my work as I feel it is important to share. One person may not have the power to change things, but one person must do whatever one can to make this a better world, right? This is Ken Peters. Thank you for watching.